everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will be going over some artifact domains you can farm when you are done min-maxing and you are ready to start using your resin efficiently. These are all domains that are very resin efficient and super good for using your resin and getting artifacts you can actually use like on any character without like having one set where you need to strongbox it. So this is super useful for that, so I hope you guys find this helpful. Let's get right into it, okay? The first domain we are actually going to go over is of course the Momiji Dyed Court, because it is home to the Shimenawa's Reminiscence as well as Emblem of Severed Fate, which are two very good artifact sets. Shimenawa's Reminiscence can be used on Keqing, Yoimiya, Diluc, Zhongling, Zhongyun, Fischl, Beidou, Zhao, Kli, Sayu, or Yanfei. Emblem of Severed Fates can be used on Raiden, Beidou, Bennett, Jingzhou, Electro Traveler, or Zhongling. For Shimenawa's Reminiscence, you get an attack increase of 18%, as well as if you have 15 or more energy when casting an elemental skill, you will get increased normal, charged, and plunging attack damage for 10 seconds for a total of 50% increased damage. As for Emblem of Severed Fates, you get energy recharge increased by 20%, as well as with the 4-piece set, you get increased elemental burst damage by 25% of energy recharge, with a total maximum damage bonus of 75%. And to obtain the maximum of 75% bonus damage, you'll need 300 energy recharge to do this. The next domain we will actually be covering is the Denouncement of Sin domain, which is home to the Marechaussee Hunter set and the Golden Troop set. The Marechaussee Hunter set is good for Lyney, Zhao, Gaming, Neuvillette, and Ryo Thessaly. The Marechaussee Hunter set can also be used on any character as long as you have Farina on the team, so if you have a DPS character who's on a team with Farina, using this set can always be good. The Golden Troop set is good on Farina, Fischl, Yaimiko, Albedo, Chiori, and Nahida. The Marechaussee Hunter set gives a normal and charged attack damage bonus of 15%, and with the 4-piece set, when your HP decreases or increases, you get a crit rate increase of 12% for 5 seconds, with a maximum of 36% crit rate increase. For Golden Troop, you have elemental skill damage by 20%, and for the 4-piece, you get an additional 25% skill damage. That alone is 45%, but additionally, when the character is not on field, you get a skill damage bonus of 25%, which is cleared 2 seconds after the character takes field. This can all add up to a total of 70% skill damage bonus, so this is really good on characters like Farina, or any character who is an off-field sub-DPS and uses their skill for damage. The next domain we will actually be going over is Ridgewatch, which is home to Tenacity of the Millelith and Pale Flame. While Pale Flame can be like a very niche set because it is physical damage bonus, I still do deem this domain to be quite resin efficient if you have any physical damage characters you are building. If not, take this with a grain of salt because I'm not sure how effective this set can be for any character who doesn't deal physical damage. For Tenacity of the Millelith, it can be useful on Zhongli, Kokomi, Shinobu, Layla, Kirara, Farazan, and Yao Yao. I could also probably name a few other characters who are good with this set, but any support characters who scale off HP is often a good match for this. For Pale Flame, the best characters are Keqing, Fischl, Razor. What? Why would anyone want the Fischl? For character-wise, Keqing, Razor, Xinyan, Rosaria, Eula, and Fremine are very good on this set. For Pale Flame, your physical damage is increased by 25%, and for the 4-piece, when an elemental skill hits an opponent, attack is increased by 9% for 7 seconds. This effect can stack up to 2 times and can be triggered once every 0.3 seconds. Once 2 stacks are reached, the 2-piece set is increased by 100%. So in short, you can get an 18% attack increase, and once you reach the 2 stacks, you get 125% physical damage bonus. I also personally built a physical Chi-Chi on this set, which worked quite well, but any physical character you want to build will work with this set. The next domain I would like to cover is actually in Sumeru, which is the Spire of Solitary Enlightenment, which is home to the Gilded Dreams and Deepwood Memories sets. These sets can be increasingly important if you have a Dendro team, as these are both very important sets to Dendro. For Deepwood Memories, this artifact set can be good on Nahida, Tighnari, Kale, Dendro Traveler, Kaveh, and Baiju. For Gilded Dreams, we have Alhaitham, Tighnari, Cookie, Toma, Nahida, and Kaveh. As you can see, there is some overlap on the characters that can use these sets, so make sure to look into the details of these sets and decide what would be best for your team. You get a 15% Dendro damage bonus for the 2-piece set, and for the 4-piece set, which is the important part, you basically want to put this on a character who is going to be using their skill or burst to hit an opponent, and then their Dendro resistance of the opponents will be decreased by 30% for 8 seconds. This effect can be triggered even if the equipping character is not on field. This is a good set for maybe you don't know who to put on what artifact set to put on someone, but it's a Dendro team, so you need to have someone on Deepwood. So this is a good set for that, as it can be on anyone on the team as long as they're using their skill or burst to hit opponents. We get plus 80 elemental mastery for Gilded Dreams, as well as a 4-piece set bonus of within 8 seconds of triggering an elemental reaction, the character will obtain buffs. The character equipping this artifact will obtain buffs based on the elemental type of other party members. By this they mean if you have 3 other Dendro party members and the character equipping this set is Dendro, you will get more attack percent, 14 for each Dendro character that is on the team, resulting in a 42% attack bonus. This applies to any element as long as they are the same as the equipping character. And for each element that is different than the equipping character, you will get 50 elemental mastery, resulting in a total of 150 elemental mastery increase. It really depends on what characters you're building and what this character's main goal is for either whether it be attack or elemental mastery, but make sure to pick your team accordingly to this if you're using this set. The last domain I actually want to go over is the Sanctum of Rainbow Spirits. The reason we're going over this set is it is a very good Natlan set. For any Natlan character, these artifacts are quite good. In this domain, we have Scroll of the Hero of Cinder City, and we have Obsidian Codex. The first one is a little bit lengthy to say, but for this one, when a nearby party member triggers a Night Soul Burst, the equipping character regenerates 6 elemental energy, which is important to note if you have energy needs for a certain character, but it doesn't need to be specifically for Natlan characters. The 2-piece, though, is not specific to Natlan characters only. It can be used just for if you have a Natlan character on the team. The 4-piece set, however, is very good. After the equipping character triggers a reaction related to their elemental type, all nearby party members gain a 12% elemental damage bonus for the elemental types involved in the elemental reaction for 15 seconds. If the equipping character is in the Night Soul Burst blessing when triggering this effect, all nearby party members gain an additional 28% elemental damage bonus for all the elemental types involved in the elemental reaction for 20 seconds. This equipping character can trigger this effect while off field. The effect from this set cannot stack. While that is quite a lengthy explanation, basically, when you trigger an elemental reaction with a character equipping this set, you will gain depending on if the character is in a Night Soul Burst or not, you will gain a 12 to 40% elemental damage bonus depending on which elements are used in the reaction. If I were to have this set on Kokomi and I were to trigger Freeze with Ayaka, since there is no Night Soul Blessing on Kokomi, I would get 12% cryo damage bonus as well as Hydro damage bonus because that was related to the reaction. However, if I were to use, say, Kachina, who does have the Night Soul's Blessing, and she were to trigger Crystallize with Ayaka, we would get a 40% Geo damage bonus as well as a 40% cryo damage bonus from the Crystallize. With that lengthy explanation out of the way, let's move on. For Obsidian Codex, while the equipping character is in Night Soul's Blessing and on field, their damage dealt is increased by 15%, and for the 4-piece, after the equipping character consumes 1 Night Soul point while on field, crit rate increases by 40%. That is a huge crit rate boost for 6 seconds. This effect can trigger once every second, so it doesn't stack, but it can trigger once every second, so that's pretty good. This is a phenomenal set for any Natlan DPSs, which is very nice. The characters that can use this set consist of Pyro Traveler, Kachina, Zilonen, or any other support characters who can use the Night Soul Blessing. For this artifact set, it is good on Kinich, Mualani, Chaska, Mavuika, and Varesa. Although this is just as for this release, so there will probably be more characters coming out who are able to benefit from this set, so keep your eye out for that. With all the Natlan characters coming out, these 2 sets are increasingly becoming important, so if you are pulling for Natlan characters, make sure you are farming these. I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope this video helped you. If it did, please leave a like, and I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to click on any of the videos on the end screen, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye!